Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Thrones of Britannia Let's Play, where as the Kingdom of Mide, we have now turned on our once allies and often thorn in our side, Osreg. And in the last episode, we fought a rather large battle against their main army, led by their king. Unfortunately, despite all our best efforts, we weren't able to keep him from dying. He, of course, was our brother-in-law, and so I was hoping to avoid that and bring him into our kingdom through subjugation or whatever after we defeat and conquer the rest of their territory. But we had no such luck. He effectively committed suicide by spearmen. He continued to throw his cavalry unit against our spear units until he himself died, and so there was very little I could do about it. Anyways, we have one more battle left to fight this turn. It's going to be our buddy Clerkin, is how I'm going to pronounce that. He is going to attack Linz and defeat the force here led by Rygan. And we should have a numerical advantage. We're deploying 15 troops against their 9. Of course, these troops are not all at full strength at the moment, so that may or may not be to our advantage. In fact, what we could do is merge them. I might do that because that'll actually save us a bit on food, and we can of course always just recruit more later, but I'm going to combine these. That'll give us another full strength spear unit, and then if I combine these, we'll get another full strength archer unit. That of course drops us to 13, but that puts us in the green territory now, whereas he is in the orange. So those units are still being replenished to some degree. Anyways, let's go ahead and attack. And it's giving them a bit more credit than I would have expected here. Would a night attack be more effective? Doesn't seem to make a difference. I'd rather fight during the day then. I can see better and it comes through better on YouTube, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. This guy's a fairly low ranked general. He's only got 33, well, he gets a little bit more than that, but he's only got 33 men in his guard right now, whereas our guy has 45. And then of course we have 3 spear units with armor and weapon upgrades. He has 4 spear units with no upgrades, although this is a slightly better quality spear unit if I'm not mistaken, but it less than half strength, it's not going to count for much. Then of course he has some axes, some archers, and some javelins. I have some swords, plenty of archers, plenty of javelins, and 2 cavalry units as well. So this will be a very straightforward battle for us if we can draw them out into the open. If they want to hold back and defend, you know, the village in a more traditional siege, then things could go a little bit differently. Our cavalry might not count for as much there, but this is still a very winnable battle for us. So let's go ahead and get our quick save in and then fight this. Alright, so we are meeting them out in the field. This isn't going to be a proper siege battle at all. It looks like they've deployed somewhere along the defilade created by this hill because we can't see them right now. So once we start to crest it, they should come into view. I'm going with a slightly suboptimal deployment here just because I'd rather not have to worry about microing my archers. So I've deployed them behind the spears, even though it would be more effective generally to deploy them in front, just to save me a bit of trouble. We're going to go ahead and take this, and let's see, it's not going to hold my formation if I do that. Oh, it actually will. It's just going to throw all the cavalry to one side. Can I just do that? There we go, that's easier. Yeah, move up to there. We'll let them march nice and slow to save their energy. Oh, there they are. Alright, well then, we'll need to change things up a bit here. Let's situate you guys like so. I need you to set up, you're actually in proper position already. And let's get you right about here. Are you guys running? No. Okay, good. Just making sure. So the only cavalry of theirs we need to worry about is the general himself, and he should go down relatively quickly. Okay, they shifted, but they didn't start advancing. Good. Good, good, good. We'll probably just march straight at them. Yeah, our spears should be able to sort of match their front facing pretty easily. So if we were to do, let's pause. Well, I'll do slow-mo. We're just going to march them straight forward like that, and then we're going to start sending the swords to either flank. The terrain is being weird right there. There we go. And we'll start getting you guys around as well. And then let's get you two over here and you over there. And archers, let's start moving you up as well. Not going to get you too close though. Let's get you using fire arrows, and there's only 2 of you. Where's the third? Let's get you like there, just to be safe. Okay, so everybody's got their orders. That terrain kind of screwed up their spacing. It's unfortunate. And what are you? You're just regular old spear units. What are you? Archers, okay. So that's going to be our main target. If they pull back, that is. You can engage there. You can engage him as well. I guess the swords are going to have to fight him. Over here, we'll tie you guys up like that. What are you? Javelins. Go after the javelins. You just pushed right through them. That's kind of interesting. And what do we have here? Oh, so he's already down. Alright, I need you there then. You can help out here. Let's get you throwing into their backs. What are you guys up to? I need you dealing with those guys. If you can manage. Oh man, you made pretty short work of them, didn't you?
The battle is turning in our
wow,
favor.
That went rather quickly, didn't it? Archers, please stop firing. You guys are melee units now. Let's see. That's all cleaned up, so get in there. We'll need to run them down. You guys are welcome to join in wherever you can. Oh, let's help out here maybe? Is that fight still happening? There we go, there's our victory. That was very, very straightforward. Okay, so that's the end of that particular army. We had a pretty respectable kill-to-death ratio there. It was almost 5-to-1. So that's what we like to see. And, yeah, they're wiped out entirely. This was a siege, so they would have been wiped out entirely anyways. I forgot about that. It didn't feel like a siege because we weren't fighting in a siege, you know, sort of map. We were fighting on a traditional battle map. Anyways, Linz is now ours. We're just going to go ahead and occupy it outright. And so this is now, and hopefully will always be ours in the future. That does resolve our food issue and a bit of our income issue, because now we have this brine spring and our fishing village back. Alright, so I believe that is the end of our turn. On the next turn, we're going to need to resolve whatever sort of mess this little army here creates for us. Likely what that'll be is reclaiming this from them. Unfortunately, I mean, if something gets hit, I guess it's better that it's this. I'm actually going to cancel that upgrade and take the money back, because if they do claim that, we'll lose it. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Who's upgrading? No, don't cancel it. I want to know where it is. Is that you guys? Yeah. They can't get to you, so you're fine. This and this is all they can attack. So it's one or the other. We've got somebody here, so I would expect them to avoid it, and especially considering this is in reinforcement range of that. I don't think they'll go here. They'll probably go there, so it's just a matter of reclaiming this, repairing our building here, and then we can re-queue the upgrade. We'll also start sending you south, first to claim this, and then eventually this and all of that. And our little one-unit army here, assuming they don't get killed in a battle or something, can start marching down and claiming those as well. So let's go ahead and advance. Alright, so we have an interesting development here. Dyflin, in their always questionable wisdom, has decided to attack my large force at Linz rather than attacking the many unoccupied ports belonging to my northern neighbors. So this could be a decisive defeat for them. It would effectively wipe them out if we win and are able to, you know, completely prevent them from escaping. So we are definitely going to fight this and ensure that that happens. They are running a rather elite force. They have better quality troops and equipment than we do, but they are a little bit outnumbered. And yeah, I think with some careful maneuvering, we can take them apart pretty easily. They're outranged as well. They have a bit of artillery in this catapult, but I have a lot of archers and they have very, very few. Also, these guys are especially vulnerable to archers and they're at pretty low strength already. So we'll see how long they survive, but let's get in another quick save and then go ahead and fight this. It's always a good sign when the auto-resolves in your favor. And the only reason I'm not auto-resolving here is because, again, I want to ensure that nobody survives to retreat and cause us future problems. Okay, so here we go. Unfortunately, we're fighting in the fog. This is not at all preferable, but it may allow us to get a jump on their artillery, which should have been deployed on the beach somewhere along with their cavalry. So I've set up my cavalry over here to go search for it. We're going to just kind of fan out in this general direction and see what we can find. And then we're going to want to head off their landing force, maybe like here. So we're going to set this up something like this. And we'll want the javelins on those flanks as well. Sure, fine. Archers, we're going to put you behind a bunch of castled up spears and we'll let you fire from there. You guys probably shouldn't be skirmishing either, nor should you, to be honest. Okay, there we go. And we'll get them formation locked as soon as they get over there. Ah, perfect. So, catapult is right there. Eastmen Scouts and Eastmen Scouts. Okay, so those are both skirmisher cav. If we catch them in melee, it should end pretty quickly. So what I'll do is I'm going to take one of these horse boys and send them after the catapults, and then I'll send one here, and I'll send you there. And we'll just try to engage them in melee combat while we destroy the catapults. You know what? Let's, where are you? You guys can, skirmish if you like. Come on, hit him. Pick him off. If I have to, I'll pull some spears off and, you know what? You can throw some javelins at him. Why not? Oh, you stopped charging. Why would you do that? Come on, get in there. Get in there. Cavalry in this game is kind of stupid sometimes. They come to complete halts even though there's really no reason for them to. Hopefully you can win that without taking casualties. We'll see. We caught the weaker unit. Let's dispatch them. You need to get back to what you were doing. Why are you not joining in? See, I don't understand. I gave them an order to attack and they just kind of sat there and watched. So that should be them done pretty quickly here. Was that all of them? Alright. You go. You go. And let's try to tie them up. I think we've got them in melee at this point, so they shouldn't be able to pull out without taking a bunch of losses. We've already got them down about a quarter of what they started with, so that's good. And if you guys could lock in with them as well. You haven't taken any losses yet, good. It's taken you way too long to kill that catapult, though. Let's see, let's castle you guys up. Let's put you on fire arrow mode. I'm just going to line you up along the beach and let you shoot at the boats. See if that works for us. They're trying to deploy down here. That'll be interesting. How is this going? Because the other one was wiped out entirely. If we could do that here as well, that'd be good. And there. That'll be a lot easier, though, because they're on foot. No, they turned around. It looks like they are going to try to land here. Hopefully these archers provide decent bait. They'll try to land right in front of them. And meanwhile, they're going to get completely riddled with fire arrows. I don't think we'll sink any of the boats. It generally takes too long, but we'll at least pick a few people off before they get out. And then as they start landing, we'll retreat. And we'll focus our fire on the heavy axemen because they are the most susceptible to missile fire and the most deadly in melee combat, so obviously that's the best way to deal with them. Okay, you guys are done. Why don't you come join the main force? And what about you guys? Where did you go? There's only one left. Don't even worry about it. Come over here. Something to that effect. Oh, archers. Pull back, pull back, pull back. There we go. Yeah, get behind our shield castle. You should be able to outrun them at the very least. Unfortunately, that may have given them too much time to charge us. Also, they're kind of off-center, which I don't like. So we're going to want to rotate a bit here. Let's change our facing ever so slightly just to make sure that they can't flank us so easily. So we'll do something more like that. And if you guys could get back behind it, that would be great. That's the one downside to deploying so close to the enemy, is that they have an opportunity to close the distance a lot easier. But then, of course, you know, we wouldn't have been able to fire at the boats. All right, so they're already taking some javelin shots. You guys are welcome to open up as soon as you're ready. But I'm going to pause again here. Javelins, long axes, fire at the long axes. All of you guys target them. And please do it quickly. Okay, let's get you moving forward. We got cavalry over here. Your job is going to be to attack those javelins. Let's get you moving around the flanks. Let's get you... I don't know what to do with you yet. Let's put you in skirmish mode and have you kind of mess with them. You're welcome to do the same over here, just to kind of thin them out. And we'll move the general back over here to get ready to hit some of these archers. Alright, why don't you jump in on this? Alright, that was dispatched pretty quickly, wasn't it? Okay, move in behind them. If you could finish off that unit entirely and then hop in over here, that'd be great. I need you moving in there as well. Okay, pile in.
They are leaving the field.
And oh, you broke. All right. Whoop, no. Time to skirmish. Time to skirmish. Let's see. Maybe you can help out with that. Actually, I could use you there. What are we looking at here? I need you in here, please. Thank you. What are you fighting right now? No, don't do that. That is a very bad idea. Luckily, he had enough units left where he didn't just shatter. Oh, good, we got the enemy general. Can you hop in on that, please? You guys could maybe join that as well. Actually, fight the long axes, please. Battle's starting to turn for us. That is good. These archers have no idea what they're supposed to be doing right now. Let's see. You guys stay on the routing units, please, because you're not much use in melee combat. Archers, for the love of God, stop shooting into our men. Fire at them or something. What are we looking at here? You guys are behind them. You're welcome to help there. And let's have you start pursuing. And that's pretty much the battle. It's just a matter of running everything down now. Did you get them before they got away? If the general's dead, you don't need to chase them. Is there anything else? No. Right. Run after these guys then. Or maybe them? I don't know. Run after something. Alright, well there's our victory. That was pretty clean. And I'm pretty sure our general survived. I didn't get a notification about him dying, or at least I didn't see it. But I'm going to clean up this mess and make sure none of them get away, and I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, I believe we were successful in wiping them out. It sure looks like it. Yeah, so they're completely gone. That is Dyflin defeated. They will no longer be a faction on the map following this turn. We are going to take the replenishment here because we desperately need it at this point. It considers this a heroic victory, but again, this wasn't nearly as good as some of the other victories we've had. We only had like a 3, not even a 3, like just over 2 to 1 in terms of losses. They lost a little over 6, we lost just under 3. So that could have gone a lot better. Of course, they did deploy more elite units, so we were probably lucky to get out like this, but it certainly doesn't feel like a heroic victory. Okay, so let's go ahead and clear this out of the way. Dyflin was destroyed, just as I said. War fervor is decreasing, that's a shame. Windstorm, let's see, strong gales are ravaging the province. Many homes have already been destroyed. Oh, great, so we have damaged buildings. We'll have to spend a bunch of money on that. Who leveled up? Ah, this guy. We'll just keep doing quartermaster. And you're just going to hang out there for a little while. Replenish your troops and all that. Over here, Osreg did exactly what I expected they would, so we're just going to go crush them. I'm just going to auto-resolve this, because it is going to be an overwhelming victory. And so there is, their army's gone. We are going to, of course, have to repair this, but, you know, whatever. We knew it was going to happen. And just occupy it. It is ours. We're not going to sack something that we're liberating. War fervor's increased, so that's good, I suppose. And, right, so I intended for you to exchange some troops here. We'll go ahead and make that happen. You, this guy, no, oh, okay, fine. Definitely send them up. Do we need another cavalry unit? I'm going to say, yeah, why not? So we'll exchange those. We need to choose a technology as well. With the remainder of your movement, start marching into the enemy province. You're going to take a couple turns to replenish. And I intended to move you down to there. And that's pretty impressive that they can move that far. Or that he can move that far. But I'll take it. I will certainly take it. Alright, we'll just straight up occupy it. Fantastic. Expanding our territory, and we're going to do the same thing on over here. Oh, you can't get there this turn, really? He moves like halfway down the coast of Ireland, and you can't go down the street to take this? Fine. Alright, well, we need a new tech. I think we decided that we wanted to... I don't remember what we decided. I think we wanted to do missile units left, because that's just a straight bonus, whereas some of these are upgrades to our units that may or probably will require us to pay an upgrade fee and increased upkeep. So these are more flat bonuses that I don't have to actually spend money on, which is nice. Same with that. We also need to continue with these too, because that'll give us more money. This will give us more supplies and all that. So let's see, repairs. It looks like it's just these two. It's going to cost me a small fortune though. Oh, that one's actually fairly inexpensive. And what's the other one? Just this. And that was actually not from the wind. That was from battle. Alright, so that's going to probably it for this turn. We'll see if she rejoins our faction after Osreg is defeated. Unfortunately, again, her husband was killed, but maybe if she does, of course, rejoin us, we can actually marry her to a different faction or something. That is a possibility. Again, I don't like the fact that we had to kill him, but he gave us no choice. Like, literally, I even avoided him in the battle, and he found a way to get himself killed. But, yeah, so things are going pretty well with this war so far. We're going to need to start marching one of our main forces, probably the King's force, on down to here, because we'll obviously need to besiege that. Everything else will be claimable by our little one-unit armies, though. And he should be able to basically hop from one to the next and effectively claim them all, or one every turn, so he can go here to here to here. So the next 3 turns we'll have, you know, 3 new settlements. Next turn he'll be able to grab that. Obviously it'll be a while before he can grab this, because he's got to, you know, circumvent that and try to avoid it. We've seen the nasty battles we can get drawn into if we venture too close to these towns and their garrisons, so We'll give it a wide berth just to ensure that nothing happens to him. Not that it really matters if it does. But, yeah, we'll try to play it safe if we can. And then we'll look at some upgrades. What does this do? Money. It doesn't help us much beyond that, so I'll consider it. But food right now is probably more important. So any of these upgrades that are available, we'll probably hold out for those. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Thrones of Britannia with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.